Well, if anything, this show has made me very happy that The Walking Dead is returning very soon. Hello once again, watchers of Good TV. My name is Nick Pell, and this is once again coming from my apartment. It has been a while since I've done a TV show review, much less a season review, but I'm doing one for Fear the Walking Dead. Fear the Walking Dead is the spin-off of the original The Walking Dead TV show, which I'm very much a fan of. It takes place at the very beginning of the zombie apocalypse, so it's a much different show in its 6-episode season. And like the first season of The Walking Dead, it is a very short season. It's just kind of a setup season. We are introduced to a slew of cast characters and we get to learn a little bit about them, but we don't really see a lot of development go on with a lot of these characters. We're just kind of introduced to them, and then I'm assuming with the second season we'll get to dive a little bit more into what makes each person unique and how we can really start to relate to people. As with the main show, the actors in this show do a very nice job. I have no real complaints about it. The actor who plays Nick is easily the most interesting of the batch. I think that he's one of the more interesting characters because he starts out as a druggie. He is the first person to encounter a zombie, and a lot of the opening half of the season is him just trying to convince people that he's not crazy, and because no one else has seen a zombie. And the premiere episode just kind of focuses on this initial zombie outbreak and him trying to prove to everyone that he is not a crazy person, or to prove to people that he was not hallucinating when he did see this zombie kill someone. So I just find him to be a really interesting character, despite the fact that he shares my own name. The bookends of the season are usually the strongest parts. The premiere I really enjoyed because it kind of fit into what the show has been said to be about. I'm not expecting a lot of action to happen here, but we do get a decent amount of action as the zombie outbreak begins to take place. And then the very end, which I won't spoil here, it does really amp up the action, and we get to see kind of a Walking Dead almost finale level event with the walkers just kind of invading an area. And I really did enjoy both of those episodes really a lot. The middle part, the middle 4 episodes, really slow down. It continues to drive the plot, but it really doesn't have the Walking Dead feel. Now granted, like I said, the show is supposed to take place at the beginning of the zombie apocalypse. It's going to be a lot slower, and it's basically setting up how the zombie apocalypse began and how zombies took over. That said, it could have tried to have a lot more zombies and maybe just people trying to deal with a much larger zombie problem than just having our main cast of characters secluded in a neighborhood for a good chunk of the season, because we don't really see zombies happen. I think there's like 2 episodes in a row where we have no walker visuals whatsoever. There's some dead walkers that are seen at times, and yeah, it's kind of bad in regards for a show that's about Fear the Walking Dead, but that phrase really only sticks in the finale episode. The zombies continue to look good, though when they do appear, they continue to look realistic. It's kind of neat to see non-decayed zombies, because every zombie in The Walking Dead has been around for a while, many years now, so a lot of them are decrepit, decayed. They barely resemble human beings anymore. These ones are fresh zombies, so they do still have kind of color to them. They still look human to an extent, and so that's kind of a cool contrast to see. But ultimately, though, I do think that the show did kind of falter a little bit in those middle episodes, because there wasn't just, it just didn't have the feel that a lot of fans of the main show wanted to continue to see in this one. Yes, it's going to be slower because it's the opening act of this zombie apocalypse, but I think they could have done a lot more with keeping at least some of the action going and keeping some of these characters a little more interesting. But in the end, am I going to continue to watch Fear the Walking Dead? Yes, definitely. I enjoy the main show, and I think that the finale definitely has potential to set up what could be a very similar show with its second season. So that's all I'll say about that. I am going to talk on the finale right now, so if you have not seen the finale of Fear the Walking Dead's first season, probably stop watching now. Know that I did very much enjoy the show. It had its issues, but I did enjoy it for what it was ultimately. So with that, I'm just going to spend a minute or two talking about the finale of Season 1 of Fear the Walking Dead. So if you have not seen it, spoilers beware. Now the first 30 minutes of this episode I loved. It was fantastic. We get to see this horde of walkers invade this military base. We have our whole cast of characters going into this hospital trying to find their people. They end up finding Nick, learn that the wife is dead, and they get out, and it's a very good 30 minutes. I really did enjoy it because it really had that Walking Dead feel. We have zombies just taking military people out. And you even see one guy, he gets bitten just right in the neck, just knows that he's done for, so he just runs into a helicopter blade, just offs himself. That's the kind of stuff that I like seeing, and that's something that reflects what the Walking Dead main show has. And so it really did feel like an episode of the show eventually. That said, I thought that was the whole episode, and I kept going for another 20 minutes. It could have stopped after they got out and just been, it could have gone black. Credits roll, I would have been satisfied with that. It would have been a fantastic ending. The last 20 minutes is extremely slow, and it kind of falls back into what the first, like the middle half of the season did. It's very slow. It kind of drops the dramatic parts of the episode and just gets very boring, honestly. I was expecting some sort of main character death, or else I would have been very annoyed with the show. And so they picked basically the most likely person to get offed in the show. I liked the first half. I wasn't a fan of the second half. I am excited, like I said, to see where they go. Now that it seems like they have to leave this safe haven, and I'm guessing that they'll be doing a lot of the traveling aspects that we've seen in the main show. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what they offer with the second season. I know that the ratings have not been great for the show since the premiere. It's kind of started to dwindle, so I hope that they kind of figure out what they need to fix and bring it more up to a Walking Dead level for the second season. And hopefully the show will continue to be a success, just like its predecessor. But those are my thoughts on Fear the Walking Dead. Leave yours in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Did you like the show as much as I did? Did you hate it more than I did? Let me know. Like, favorite content, and subscribe. Once again, if you so choose, I appreciate it immensely. Reviews, hopefully will be returning. I have 2 new jobs, so I'm just kind of working out when I can possibly get these done. As always, people, my name is Nick Pell, and once again, keep on watching.